Hello everyone to a new Let's Play. Skater 4 for PS1, not PS2. PS2 will be done after this. PS1 has to be first because it's the last gen, and it is sadly the last PS1 game of the Tony Hawk franchise. Not many people actually know this game actually had a PS1 version. I didn't even know until I researched for this marathon, so... Anyway, some levels already dealt with. Movies, we have to unlock the memory card. You already get the thing. Cheats, like, fucking locked. High scores, gaps are here. We've got to do the checklist for them. Display has only the trick tips and the score display. And the credits are there as well in half-half. Now, I'm going to create a skater. And you already know who the skater is going to be. It's going to be me. I will call it myself. I'll put in Australia. And you know, that fucking joke's just hilarious in the one part I always show it in. And I'll be the normal stuff I always get with the start of these, and this time I'm not going to make you watch me create the skater. I'm not going to make you watch me just have the skin changed and put in the clothes and shit. I'm actually going to skip all of that because it's a waste of time. What I will tell you though is that Turbo Skater 4 is one of my favorites of this series. However, it's only in the PS2 version. The PS1 version I never played before in my entire life until this Let's Play. So, this will be blind for the most part, but I do have some memory of the PS2 version, which just does have a lot of levels and shit of it, so I won't be too lost in it. So, here's what I look like. Great. Again, the PS1 doesn't have very good graphics and shit, so I'm not going to be very good. Middle ground, like always, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, all 5s, just making sure it's on the middle ground. Specials, usually the same as we've gone so far in every single game. Dark Slide, 540 flip, and the kickflip and twist. We also have the normal flips, including finger flips. Those are there. And you also have the grabs, including the Bahana and shit. And then you have the lips, which only 2 of them are available. The rest are empty, and there's only like 4 lip tricks, so I'm gonna like put them all in. The rock and roll and the nose store will be, no, the hand plant will be there. Now, with all this done, here are the decks, because you do get to choose your decks. There's 4 elements. There's 3D, Birds, KJ, Stefan Pro, Troubled, Wild Style, Fuggish, Crane Style, Pimpin', USAF, Old Glory, Scratch, and that's it. Here and the rest we'll be looking at later on as we unlock these. But right now I'm going to be pimping with my created skater. And I will be playing this created skater throughout all of this, except for certain parts. We'll be doing career mode like always, and the format for this Let's Play is vastly different. First of all, no more going through and doing other skaters. No more. Except for very small parts. I don't have to go and choose pro skaters and do them all and shit. There's no way I have to do that. And by the way, Bam is on more skaters. I don't know why it's not a pro, but whatever. So I don't have to worry about going through with all the skaters and doing the same shit over and over again. The second thing is everything is put together. The competition is in every level. Every goal you get to choose. There's like 28 of them. It's also 5 items, and you now get goal points. You get them for completing the shit. And with the goal points, you can unlock levels, and you can also get stats from getting a certain amount of goals completed. As you see, there's also a difficulty telling you how hard it is. It's a 1, so this will not be that hard. It's college. This is the first level. It's very iconic for the Turbo Skater 4, and yeah. It's something. It's interesting though. Basically, we're going to be going through and doing every single one of these goals on our own path. We don't have to do every single one of them in an entire time limit. We have as long as time as we want until we start a goal, which gives us a bit of a short time limit. But for the most part, it's only one goal, and it's really not that bad. This is the new format for the Pro Skater games, and for many of the other games, like Underground and shit, this is basically where Underground gets its thing with all this free roaming, doing goals your own way kind of thing, and, you know, all this shit is because of Pro Skater 4. So, you can love Underground as much as you want, but you gotta know that Pro Skater started this. Pro Skater 4 started this being able to choose whatever goal you want, being able to unlock more goals, and just being able to do whatever the fuck you want without a time limit. Because this is the first game that does that, and it's really good. However, unlike the PS2 version, the PS1 version has a lot more, well, actually not many goals, but it does have very different goals compared to the PS2 version. For instance, collecting 5 party flyers. I don't remember ever doing that in the PS2 version. So, yeah, this is vastly different. Also, in the PS2 version, there's voice acting and characters you get to talk to. Here, there's no voice acting, and it's tokens. So, yeah. For the most part, though, it's pretty much the same, even though the goals are different, which means this is going to be vastly different in the PS2 version. In fact, the levels look different as well. They don't look the same. Skate's here, though. Skate will always be here. It is a commonplace goal for the majority of Tony Hawk games. There's always got to be a skate in every fucking level in every Tony Hawk game known to fucking mankind. There's always going to be a skate letter collection. And not only that, but the developers honestly found just getting skate boring. I don't mind that, because there's a new thing called combo, and we'll be going for that soon. Right now, though, we got a stat. We won that stat from doing goals, and it's sort of random, but yeah. So as you can see, we have to get a combo of 10,000 points. That's not too bad. But yeah, combos, I will get to that goal very soon. Right now, though, there will be a lot of cutting later on, because I'm not going to waste your time going around and getting these, alright? I'm not going to waste your fucking time. So I will jump cut to when we actually do get things done, and when we do get to goals. Like, for instance, the facing the graffiti. I don't know where the graffiti is, and it took me 2 attempts. So I'm jump cutting to those attempts right now. I'm jump cutting to when I got to graffiti. Here's the first one over here. You have to wall ride it all the way through. You can't wally. Wall ride this, you get number 2. And you wall ride this wall over here, you get number 3, which I missed. That counts number 4. Number 3, though, is right over here, sort of close to where the beginning of the goal is. So that's going to be your first one. You'll be following through this road. However, the way you're faced is... They don't face you in the way you're supposed to start in. You're facing the way you already are. So you might not know where the fuck. But hopefully you'll figure it out. Probably from watching these videos. Here's a Revert tutorial. This is very easy. I mean, all you do is you just do the Revert. You jump up, then you do an R2, and you do a Revert at the very edge of the ramp, like that. I'm jump cutting to when we get to more goals, so I'm not going to waste your time. Alright, by the way, we got a stat points, that's nice. So here's the bridge pivot. What you have to do is you have to manual and do an R2 during the manual to a pivot. You have to do it over the bridge. Like so, and that's the bridge wheelie. There will be gaps. I will not be showing in the gap checklist because they're part of the goals. Probably got the stat point again. Now, first I'm going to go over here and just jump over here. Now, usually there's stairs there, but it's a ramp now, so I guess they can't really put it in the stairs. If I jump off here, there's a new collectible that's not in any other version, as far as I know, not in any other game, music tracks. That is new. I've never actually had to collect any musical tracks before. Now, the combo. The combo letters are completely new. They start in Tony Hawk 4, and what you have to do is you have to have every single letter, like skate, only in one combo. If you don't do it in one combo, you fail. So unlike skate, where you can do it whatever way you want, you have to do the combo in one combo, which means you have to do it in that one line, but we got the stat point. Now it's time for the hard version of the skate letters, which means it's going to be a lot more varied, a lot more, like, out of place, and a lot more spread out. So this is where you want to really look out. And combos, you can't do that with combos. Like with skate letters, you can, but with combos, if you do this sort of shit, you're making a extremely hard combo because you have to do it all in one combo. And with skate, you don't have to, which means with skate letters, you can go whatever the fuck you want with it. With combos, if you do the same shit with combos, you are a dickhead because you are literally making a really fucking hard line to go for because you have to go that one line. You can't just do whatever you want. You can't just go, oh, I'll just get the S and the E then the rest. No, you have to get the combo from the very first line all the way to the end. So if you spread it out in a random spot, you're a dick. Now, I don't know where to get the skates. I don't know where to get the rest of the skate letters. What you're supposed to do is there was a grind there that takes you to the left, and then you grind from there, and there's the rest of the skate letters. I didn't know that. And, yeah, as I told you, I'm doing this blind, so this will be new to me. For the most part, there are some noticeable differences I'm noticing with this college compared to the PS2 college. And you'll notice that as well when I do that LP. But right now, I'm just going to go through and do this shit. Now, I'm going to say it right now. I will not be doing gaps until I have gotten every goal in the level. That's usually commonplace for these Let's Plays. But because of the way that these goals work, by the way, finger flipping over the grass, giving us a pure trenching gap. There you go. And the next goal is right over here. 50-50 grind the rail that we just went through at the clock tower to the building. Very simple as you saw. It's not that hard. Don't need to balance much with it either. And watch. Just done. The color of the goals dictates how hard it is. Like, for instance, red means hard. And it's the competition. Now, in competitions, usually you have the options just end the run whenever you want and then go to the next run. Now, it is in this, but the placement of it is not the same as every other game. Hell, it's not the same as the PS2 version of this. They actually put the button for ending a heat run where you quit your normal run. So, instead of the quit level button being at the very bottom, it gets replaced with the heat button, the end heat button. And unless you know this from the get-go, you will be mistaken and you will probably accidentally hit end current goal as you're thinking it means end current run. And then you find out you just quit the goal and you have to do all that shit all over again. So for the most part, I decided to go ahead and just go through with the timer, because I didn't even know what the fuck the button was, and I thought I couldn't end the heat. So, oh, by the way, hey, ACDC. Yeah, just letting you know, I'm playing this on the EPSXE 2.0 emulator. So, it's supposed to be the best emulator. Oh, by the way, if you bail, it just automatically ends you. There's no way for you to get back up, it just ends. Hey, ACDC. So, about the emulator. EPSXE 2.0 is supposed to be the best emulator for the PS1, like, emulators ever. It's basically the most advanced and near perfected of the emulators. And I guess? I mean, there's a little audio glitch I keep getting where AC/DC keeps just blurring out of fucking nowhere when I pause and unpause, or when I do this fucking competition, I go to the next heat and it does that shit. It's fucking annoying, really. But, like, whatever. If this version is good, like really good, and better than the PCX Fin I've been using so far, then I'll use it. But for the most part, I'm not noticing that big a great thing going on. And I don't know if this is what the original version even looks like, so it just depends on how this is all going to go. By the way, fuck you, specials. Bear. Oh, didn't do it. It did not go bear. Thank fuck. Right, so I've already won the competition. There's no way the computer can beat me. So I'm going to go ahead and get some stats and shit. Stat points are now these little dots, these yellow dot orbs. They're not stat points. The deck is here, it's hidden. And the tape is here as well. It's also kinda hidden. And I know where both of them are, they're right up that building. But the problem is, I can't reach that rail. It doesn't matter if I got special going on, which, by the way, you can't really know if it's got special going on or not, because there's no blinking or anything. It's just going down faster, which you may not even notice you have special until you notice the speed. And no matter how much special I got, no matter how high I go before I do a boneless, I can't reach that motherfucker, so I need to increase my stats basically because it's impossible to get up there. What I will say though is that I've won the competition and I got a goal, which is a goddamn movie. And there's the goal success sound that you just heard for that millisecond there before it fucked off. Again, audio glitches will be apparent. I'm sorry. Lip extensions. We have to do 2 lips and change them during a lip. Now, you already know how to do a lip. You know, you tap the triangle but not hold it and you do it. Now, the way you have to do a lip extension, the way you have to like change your lip is you double tap the triangle button and hold the direction. It's awkward as fuck and I don't like it. And as you can see, I'm ending the run because I'm going to go and change my stats. The reason for this is simple, because the remaining goals, or one of the remaining goals, as well as the tape and the deck, I am unable to get until I increase my stats up to a point in which I can actually go for that. So I'm increasing it, and as well as the speed to as far as I can go, while keeping it on that straight line thing I always do. As you all know, I go through those stats always. I don't do any of the other stats. Now, if you're wondering, I've got 13 goals done, or 15 goals apparently. And as you can see, I can actually spend the gold points to unlock levels. So there you go. That's how different it is. First of all, here's the tape. You grind over here, you jump to your right, then you grind that rail, then you go grind all the way through, you get the hidden tape. The deck we'll be going through later on, but right now it's the combo. This is the goal that I am talking about. It's the harder version of the combo. You need to actually reach for this and grind it, and you have to make a huge grind, doing the wall right up to there and grinding that, and just keep grinding without bail or falling off, and you'll make it through. This is harder than it looks because without a big rail balance, I will easily fuck this up and bail. So, I'm gonna have to try hard. And I did. And as you can see, I am doing my very best here. And I do make it through. This is like the 5th attempt. It was not easy, but there you go. Now the last goal. And of course the board. The last goal for me right now in this part is high score, which is 25,000 points. Very easy. I'm able to get 50,000 to 100,000. No problem. I'll let the GPC version get it free, just by doing that. So there you go. And as you can see, all the goals that I can do, I'm done. I mean, there's one goal missing there. You can see from the question marks, but I can't find it. And you also got pro goals and pro specific goals, which are coming to be a specific skater. This is what I mean by having a specific skater to that ship. By the way, it's a stat point. And here's the board. I have to jump up here, grind this, jump to my left, grind, and the board's right there. And that's it for, you know, the college area. Well, quiet, please. No gaps. We'll be doing that when I do all the goals, and I have not done all the goals, so I can't do gap checklists just yet. And as for the goals, there are skater-specific goals. I can't do them unless I be a specific skater. So again, we'll be coming back to this, and we'll be doing different skaters for those goals and shit. But for now, that is it for college. Now, I get to choose which level I want to go for, and I am going to choose this. I'm not letting you choose this because I don't have any fucking commenters. But basically, I'm going to choose one of the 3 for the next part, and it's going to be interesting. The 3 levels we have is pretty much right here. We have San Francisco. We have also London, but we can't do that yet. We got San Fran, but Alcatraz. We can't do custom and Crema, by the way. Alcatraz, and we got Kona. So, which one will I choose? Which one will I go for? Find out next time on Untitled Chapter 4 on PS1. I'll see you guys then.